A Women's Activist Guide. Chapter 1. Women's Aid Websites. Women Helping Women Websites. charityvillage.com/directories/organizations-i-z/women.aspx. aauw.org, the American Association of University Women. c4women.org. careerwomen.com. causes.com/causes/339299-women-helping-women, lend any kind of help to ladies that have been hurt and tormented by anyone. cfw.org, Chicago Foundation for Women. cookiely.com/whw.aspx, Cookie Lee Stories of Women Helping Women. dart.org/women-helping-women/default.asp, designed to help women put their career in high. enterprising-women.org. exbatwomen.com. facebook.com/pages/women-helping-women, charity. femalegamblers.org, articles by women gamblers in recovery. financial assistance for single moms.com. help4women.org/2/programs. helpaidforwomen.org. helpforwomen.net, a long-term residential program offering practical help for women to learn to live healthy lives free of charge. helpingourwomen.org. helpwomen.org, Women in Transition, WIT, provides empowerment counseling, referrals, and advocacy to women in Philadelphia who are endangered by domestic violence and/or substance abuse. helpwomenandchildren.org, free counseling center for women in Surbiton, Surrey. helpwomenheal.org. huffingtonpost.com/tag/women-helping-women. ideasforwomen.com. jlslc.org/?nd=p_women_helping_women, Junior League of Salt Lake City. linkedin.com, Women Helping Women. meetup.com/women-helping-women-in-business. myfinancialprograms.com/money-women. now.org, National Organization for Women. nywf.org, New York Women's Foundation. oprah.com/packages/for-all-women-registry.html. passionfoundation.org, positive role modeling that helps young women and their life purpose. peointernational.org, a philanthropic organization where women celebrate the advancement of women, educate women through scholarships, grants, awards. refuge.org.uk/get-help-now/help-for-women. saphr.net/women. savvysugar.com. sba.gov. selfesteem4women.com. shabbyapple.com/t-helpingwomen.aspx. sparkplug-people.com/helping-women-succeed-in-America. sbcollege.edu/wow, women on the way, helping women succeed in college. standoutwomen.com. theglasshammer.com. The Glass Hammer is an online community designed for women executives in financial services, law, and business. thevosfoundation.org/women-helping-women. thewomencenter.org. wealpwomen.com, resources and courses help women manage and improve their career, personal life. whowomen.com, Women Helping Other Women, Inc. whw.org, Santa Ana and Costa Mesa. A non-profit organization that empowers disadvantaged men, women, and teens in reaching economic self-sufficiency by providing employment. whwfspokane.org, Women Helping Women Fund believes that empowering women and children builds healthy families and vibrant communities. whwfdc.org, Women Helping Women Fund Tri-Cities, empower women and children to create healthy families in a vibrant community throughout Benton and Franklin counties. whwnewjersey.com, non-profit, community-based organization committed to providing women with financially accessible social services. mrssurvival.com, women helping women survive in the real world. WJCS.com, Westchester Jewish Community Services, women helping women. Women.com. women.gov.on.ca/English/key programs/economic.html. women-at-heart.com. womenforwomen.org. womenforwomen.org/programs-programs-for-helping-women.php. womenhelpinggirls.org. womenhelpinggirls.org, Rochester, New York. women-helping-women.meetup.com. womenhelpingwomen.org. women-helping-women.org, a Christ-centered social advocacy group dedicated to helping women who are in poverty in Africa and the United States. women-helping-women-succeed.meetup.com. womenhelpingyouth.org. Women in Business. DED website, try.dot.com, through tco.com, thebalance.com, and verywell.com. womensaid.org.uk. Women's Health. DED website, try.dot.com, through tco.com, thebalance.com, and verywell.com. womenshealth.gov. womenshelpcenter.org. womensjourney.org. womenslaw.org. womensnet.net. womensnet.net, supplies information to women starting and maintaining a business. womantowomen.com, a natural approach to women's health. womenwelcomewomen.org.uk. Women religion activist websites. Asian American Support and Resource Agency. AASRANewengland.com. Catholics for a Free Choice. catholicsforchoice.org. Women United. churchwomen.org. The Feminist Sexual Ethics Project, Brandeis University. brandeis.edu/projects/FSE. Gamma Gamma Chi Sorority. Muslim Women's Sorority. gammagamaki.org. Hadassah, the Women's Zionist Organization of America, Inc. Hadassah.org. Institute for Women's Policy Research. IWPR.org. Jewish Orthodox Feminist Alliance. JOFA.org. Justice for Women Working Group. Christ's, NCC, Justice and Advocacy Commission. ncccusa.org/about/justicehome.html. Leadership Conference of Women Religious. lcwr.org. Ma'ayan. A Torah. Ma'ayan.org. Manavi, Inc. Violence Against Women. The South Asian Community. New Brunswick, New Jersey. Monasix.org. Muslim Women's League. mwlusa.org. National Council of Jewish Women. ncjw.org. Network, a National Catholic Social Justice Lobby. networklobby.org. Our Inner Lives. Feminist.com/Oh Your Inner Lives. Sakya for South Asian Women. Sakhai.com. Sakyadhita. Daughters of the Buddha. Sakyadhita.org. Sarah, Spiritual and Religions Alliance for Hope. Santa Margarita, California. sarah4hope.org. seekwomen.com. Taibhik Eunice. Women in Buddhism. taibhkunis.org/old/eng. United Methodist. gbgm-umc.org/umw. Women in Public Policy Program. ksg.harvard.edu/wap. Women in Islam. womeninislam.org. Women of Reform Judaism. wrj.org. Women Transcending Boundaries. wtb.org. Women's Alliance for Theology, Ethics, and Ritual. hers.com/water. Women's Interfaith Institute. women'sinterfaithinstitute.org. Women's Ordination Conference. womensordination.org. Women's Program Sabil. Palestinian Christian. esabil.org/etemplate.php?id =3 $. Women's Studies in Religion Program, Claremont Graduate University. cgu.edu. Women's Studies in Religion Program, Harvard Divinity School. hds.harvard.edu/wsrp. Women's Studies in Religion Program, Religion and the Feminist Movement Conference. hds.harvard.edu/wsrp/scholarship/rfmc/index.htm. Women's United Nations Report Network. wunaren.com. World Conference of Religions for Peace, Women's Network. religions4peace.org/initiative/women/northamerica.html. Women's International Network. win3.net. Women's charity websites. womenatrisk.org.uk, Women at Risk. AmericanCatholic.org, Women's Center. apwld.org, Asia Pacific Forum on Women, Law and Development. bwhcharity.org.uk, Birmingham Women's Hospital NHS Trust Charity. CatholicCharities.net. CatholicCharitiesDallas.org/angels. CatholicCharitySDC.org, Harriet Tubman Emergency Women's Shelter. CatholicCharities-MD.org/my-sisters-place, Women's Shelter, Employment Preparation, Hot Meals, Baltimore. CatholicCharities-MD.org/services/women.html, My Sister's Place Women's Center is a comprehensive resource center for homeless and impoverished women. CatholicCharitySoc.org. CatholicCharitySusa.org. ccdof.org, Catholic charities serving the needs of the poor and disadvantaged in the following counties: Merced, Fresno, Kern. ccdsd.org/programs/homeless-women's-services. Charities.org. Charities.org/charities/women's-way. Charitiesrated.net, charities that help women. CharityIstrust.org/charities/women's work. Charity.com. Charity.com/charities/women/index.html. Charity.loveetono.com/top_100_charities. CHARITY-CHARITIES.org. CharityNavigator.org. CharityWatch.org. digital-women's-rights-charities-social-enterprises, to celebrate Women's Day we hand-picked charities, social enterprises, campaigns, and applications that support women. eHow.com, the best women's charities. EqualityNow.org, women's rights. Facebook.com/Angels of Charity, Angels of Charity Women's Auxiliary for Catholic Charities of Dallas, Dallas, TX. Facebook.com/Wow Charities, Women of Wine. FamilyCareIntl.org, dedicated to improving women's sexual and reproductive health and rights in developing countries. ForHHDL.org, Women in Security, Conflict Manage and Peace. FEMAGINation.com/top-35-women's-health-charities. Flora Women's Minimarathon.ie/charity/charity list.192.html. The Flora Women's Mini Marathon is the biggest all-women's event of its kind in the world. FocusWomensGroup.com/charities.htm. FoundationForWomen'sCancer.org. GFWCDeltona.org, Deltona Women's Club, Florida. GiveUL.org/international/charities/women-for-women. GiveUL.org/international/women. GreatNonprofits.org. GreatNonprofits.org/categories/views/women. Hadassah.org, Hadassah, the Women's Zionist Organization of America, Inc. HuffingtonPost.com, International Women's Day Charities. ICRW.org, International Center for Research on Women. Ignatius Piazza supports many women's charities to help improve the world. ignatius-piazza.com/charities_women.html. International Association of Women.com. LakeCountryWomen'sClub.org/charities.html. lwrwc.org/about-us/charities, Lakewood Ranch Women's Club. marieclaire.com/world-reports/news/best-charities. matchinternational.org, helps women overseas. newyorkcharities.org, New York. onesilikkatatime.org/women-charities.html. opencharities.org. pandoraspantry.com, women's online community promoting women's charities that support both women and children in empowered, resource-based living. smartalkwomen.com/charities, Des Moines, IA. spiritledwoman.com. The Women's Resource Centre.org.uk, the national umbrella organization for women's charities. todayschristianwoman.net. volunteermatch.org. womankind.org.uk. womenandchildren.org. womenandchildren.org, Children and Family Service Charities of America. womenforhope.com/charities.html. womenforwomen.org. womensaid.org.uk, national charity working to end domestic violence against women and children. womensgolfcharities.org. womensway.org. Women's Way is a catalyst for change with 3 programs impacting women, girls, and families in our region: advocacy, grant-making and public education. worldofgood.org, World of Good Development Organization. World of Good Development Organization is a non-profit focused on improving the lives of low-income women in the developing world. ywcacanada.ca, Young Women's Christian Association. stopva.org/NGO_databases lists of women's organizations worldwide. aarwomen.org/English/links.html, Alliance of American and Russian Women Resource Links. ngoc.am, Armenian Assembly. owl.ru/eng/women/iwo/index.htm, Association of the Women's Organizations. kango.net.kg/db/navigate.asp ? Country =CA, Central Asia NGO Network Database. civilsoc.org/east, Civil Society International Central and Eastern Europe Organizations. civilsoc.org/nisorg/nicewomen.htm, Civil Society International Women's Organizations by country. wave-network.org/main_frame_ic.html, European Info Center Against Violence Wave Database. europe.or.at/memberbrowser.php, European Network for Democracy Project. apcwomen.org/gem/whoc.htm, Gender Evaluation Methodology Tester Profiles, Summaries and Contact Information for Major Women's NGOs in C. distal.ca/womlist/womlist.html, Global List of Women's Organizations. hotpeac.net/a/countries.html, hotpeach-pages Global Inventory of Domestic Violence Services. carrot.org/about_us/member_organizations.html, Carrot Coalition Regional Coalition of Women's NGOs. neww.org.pl/en.php/home/index/0.html, Network of East-West Women Poland. ngo.org/ngo_database.html. ngo.by/n, Belarusian non-governmental organizations. owl.ru/eng/women/index.htm, Open Women Line home pages of women's organizations and projects Russia. peacewomen.org/contacts/conindex.html, Peace Women Contacts. Russia.privatizationlink.com/English/links/gennetwork.cfm, privatization link Russia, project opportunities in the Russian Federation. Digzis.bg/ngo/ Union of Bulgarian Foundations and Associations. Arbeck.undp.org, United Nations Development Programme Eastern Europe and CIS Sub-Regional Resource Facility. Rewindnet.org/asp/indochomu.htm, Women's Information and Document Center, Regional Women's Directory Database. womnet.ru/db/english/english.html, Women's Information Network, the Russian Federation. womenwagingpeace.net/content/links/eu.asp, Women Waging Peace, organizations concerned with women's involvement in peace-building efforts. worldlearning.am/links/ngo_pages.html, World Learning Armenia, NGO Strengthening Program, NGO websites. wmd.org/action/og-sep02/links.html, World Movement for Democracy, women's organizations around the world. Chapter 2. Women's Activism Websites. Women's Activism Websites. 1. ACLU.org, American Civil Liberties Union. AECF.org, the Annie E. Casey Foundation. AffirmativeAction.org, American Association for Affirmative Action, AAAA. AmnestyUSA.org, Amnesty International USA. CenterWomenPolicy.org, Center for Women Policy Studies, CWPS. CodePink.org, CodePink. drdsk.com/articles.html, Declaration of the Rights of Woman and the Female Citizen, written in 1791. en.wiki/declaration_of_the_rights_woman_and_the_female_citizen. feminism.eserver.org/activism/links/global_fund.html. forwomen.org, MS. Foundation for Women. girlsinc.org, Girls Inc. Global Fund for Women.org, grants to encourage, support, and strengthen women's rights around the world. Global Fund for Women.org, Global Fund for Women. globalissues.org/article/166/women's-rights. grameenfoundation.org, Grameen Foundation, combining the power of microfinance and technology. Poverty and bring opportunities to the world's poorest people with tiny loans. HafTHeskyMovement.org, Oppression of Women. Homa.org, Women's Activist Organization. Women's Activism Websites. 2. HRC.org, Human Rights Campaign, HRC. HRW.org/home, Human Rights Watch. ihollaback.org, Gender Violence, you have the power to end street harassment. Don't see a hollaback in your city? Start 1. InternationalWomen'sDay.com. KaraMayar.com. MarieFerlio.com, Marie Ferlio, helping women around the world live rich, happy and hot. NCNW.org, National Council of Negro Women, NCNW. NCWGE.org, National Coalition for Women and Girls in Education, NCOG. newlatina.net/crave-for-women-entrepreneurs-connect-inspire-succeed. NOW.org, the National Organization for Women, an organization devoted to furthering women's rights through education and litigation. NWLC.org, National Women's Law Center, NWLC. powertoChange.com/experience/spiritual-growth/INTLWOM. International Women's Day. RadicalWomen.org, Facebook.com/RadicalWomenNews. TallOutstandingWomen.org. THEConnextion.com, mission to serve individuals and families in the poorest communities around the world, includes the 7 program areas. umn.edu/humanrts/IWRA, International Women's Rights Action Watch, IRA. Wings.org, Women's Activism. womeningreen.org, dosomething.org/tips and tools/11-poignant-facts-about-women-around-world. womenofworld.org, women, non-profit organization, Salt Lake City, UT. womenonweb.org. womenslawproject.org/index.html, Women's Law Project. womensliberation.org, National Women's Liberation. Women's Activism websites. 3. American Association of University Women. AAUW.org. Center for Women's Studies at West Virginia University. as.wvu.edu. Center for Women's Studies. feminist.com/activism/collegeactivism.html, feminist activism for the college girl. feministcampus.org, feministcampus.org. aauw.org/newsroom/prescott/tenure_102004.cfm, tenure denied. Cases of sex discrimination in academia. Research shows that, on average, women in academia earn less, hold lower ranking positions, and are less likely than their male colleagues to have tenure. BerniceSandler.com/default.htm, Bernice Sandler's website, celebrated for her pioneering work on such issues as women's educational equity, sexual harassment, the chilly classroom climate, and Title IX. Bernice Sandler has created a website that provides a wealth of information and resources about these and related topics. careerwise.asu.edu, ASU CareerWise, a site jointly sponsored by Arizona State University and the National Science Foundation to give women in STEM careers science, technology, engineering, mathematics resources and advice for dealing with issues such as facing a cold or isolating departmental climate, balancing career and personal demands, handling advisor issues, and/or staying motivated and productive despite delays and setbacks to research progress. cheminfo.chem.ou.edu/faculty/djn/diversity/top50.html, Diversity in Science Association. This site provides the results of and information about the diversity surveys conducted by Professor Donna J. edc.org/women's equity, equity online, WEEA Equity Resource Center, resources and information about the Women's Educational Equity Act and the WEEA Resource Center. educationindex.com/women, Education Index, Women's Studies, a selective, annotated listing of useful women's studies resource sites. enhanced.learning.org/prox/paper5.htm, Women, Lost in Cyberspace, essay by Kenyon College professor Lori Finke calling attention to the loss of human agency in most accounts of the benefits of information technology and urging more attention both to feminist pedagogy and to information technology's impact on women. feminist.org/education, education equality. This section of the Feminist Majority website is devoted to information about Title IX, of the 1972 Education Amendments to the Higher Education Act, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in any United States education program. feministcampus.org, feministcampus.org, website sponsored by the Feminist Majority to provide tools and resources students need to become involved in pro-choice activism on campus. feministlawprofessors.com, Feminist Law Professors, a blog whose goal is to build a stronger community of feminist law professors across geography, law schools, and scholarly subject areas. feministpress.org, the Feminist Press. For more than 25 years, the Feminist Press has been a pioneer in restoring the lost multicultural history and literature of women throughout the world through the publication of important books by women and the development of educational resources. fss.uu.nl/wows, WOWS, Worldwide Organization of Women's Studies. WOWS is an international federation of women's studies associations. fwsa.wordpress.com, Feminist and Women's Studies Association. The FWSA is a UK-based network promoting feminist research and teaching, and women's studies nationally and internationally. legalmomentum.org, Legal Momentum. The Legal Momentum site offers information and resources concerning legal and policy aspects of issues such as child care, federalism, immigrant women, violence against women, welfare and poverty, women's human rights, workplace issues, and gender equity in education, as well as information about the National Judicial Education Program. lib.uwaterloo.ca/society/women_soc.html, Scholarly Societies Project, Women's Issues, compiled by the University of Waterloo Library to facilitate access to web pages. library.wisc.edu/libraries/women's-studies/fcmain.htm, Feminist Collections, a quarterly of women's studies resources, information about the latest print, audio-visual, and internet resources. nap.edu/catalog/11741.html, Beyond Bias and Barriers, Fulfilling the Potential of Women in Academic Science and Engineering, a 2006 report from the National Academy of Sciences and affiliated academies. nwsa.org, National Women's Studies Association. NWSA. NWSA is the professional organization for women's studies in the United States. nypl.org/research/chss/grd/resguides/women, women's studies, a research guide, the New York Public Library's extensive, well-organized, partially annotated bibliography of books, periodicals, microform collections, and internet resources in women's studies. Title9.info, Title IX. This site explains what Title IX is and focuses on 10 areas in which Title IX has made a difference. umn.edu/mnwomen/universities.html, women's centers at U.S.